And I'm live. Take number 2. Sorry, now I'm seeing the microphone is working. I apologize about that. I was trying something different. Didn't work. So, yep, went live. Didn't work. We're on again. That's what's happening. Gonna give it a few minutes. Let a few people come in here. Maybe talk to some people in the chat. So if you're watching this later, at a later date, you can just fast forward through this first maybe minute or two before we actually get into some of my favorite things. I see I got a few people back on now with me. Can you hear me? I sure hope so. Let me know in the chat. I was having some microphone issues a minute ago, but I think we're back. So basically what this is going to be, what it's all about. You can hear me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was talking to nobody 2 minutes ago for 4 minutes. Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you. Sweet. So people can hear me. That's a good thing. Basically what this is going to be about today, I just have a list of my favorite things, some of my favorite things that I want to tell you guys about. Some of them really kind of pointless, some of them really important to me, but whatever. This is kind of just getting to know me, getting to know you. Let me know. Give me some of your favorite things in the chat. Or if you're watching it later, leave me some of your favorite things in the comments below. We're gonna give it another. We're gonna in one more minute, minute 20. So at 3 minutes, we're gonna start this thing, and I'm gonna give you some of my favorite things. We're at a minute 48 right now, so a minute 10 seconds. We'll really get into it. First, before we actually start talking about my favorite things, this is kind of my new setup here. You can't see all of it, and that's okay. I'm thinking about maybe making a video about this someday. Maybe not. I don't know. Before we get started, anyone have any questions for me? We're just hanging out. This is low key today. Got a fun video coming to you next week, but today we're just hanging out. 30 seconds. If someone's not here in 3 minutes of a video, are they really followers of the channel? No. Gotta be on that bell notification every time. Gotta be there right away. I had people ask me, they're like, hey, how do I know when you're gonna go live? You don't know. I just do it sometimes, and then I'm doing it. So, all right, it's 3 minutes. Let's get into it. Some of my favorite things. First of all, obviously, I like videography. I like making videos. I like making videos for fun, and I also like trying to make kind of professional videos, making things really sharp, really professional, well put together, good B-roll. All that stuff. Between the two styles of video that I make, I definitely enjoy. It's definitely my favorite to just make videos for fun. It's been a hobby of mine for 12 years. It's been a hobby of mine since I was 12. I'm 25 now, if you didn't watch the last video, which means I've been making videos for more than half of my life. Over half of my life, which is 13 years, which isn't that many in the grand scheme of things. Other of my favorite, my wife has got to be my favorite. I really love my wife. I like my wife, and it would be kind of ridiculous if she wasn't one of my favorite things, to be honest. Yeah, your wife should definitely be one of your favorite things. Not things, but you know what I mean. Like, she's my favorite. Other things that are my favorite, my family. I love my family. Which, kind of that goes beyond who I was born into with family. Like, I have family that I don't share blood with, and it's just so important to me to have that family. They're my favorite. Michael Scott likes my lamp. Thank you, Michael Scott. I like my lamp too. Check this out. These lights are also my favorite. Hey Google, turn the light green. Boom. Yeah, I like the red. I'm kind of all about the red feel, but I can switch it up if I want to, but I don't want to. Hey Google, turn the light red. And we're back to my vibe. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, if you hear anything I say and want me to talk more about that, throw it in the chat. That's what this is about. We're just chatting. We're just going live, hanging out with each other. I am a Christian. I really like Jesus. He is my favorite. He's one of my favorite things. Like the favorite, to be honest. These aren't in any order, but if I'm gonna order them, that's the top for sure. And like, I'd be silly not to encourage you to look into that. This isn't necessarily a Christian channel. I mean, I'm a Christian, so like it's gonna be in my material, but yeah, I mean, if someone's gonna die for you, you kind of owe it to yourself, to him, to at least look into it. I love food a lot. That is one of my favorite things. I think eating is important and necessary for life. That's right. God first. But I love food. So my favorite food is probably pizza. I've made at least one video about pizza. I've definitely made more than one video about pizza, but specifically one where I went all weekend eating nothing but pizza. And like, that was probably over the top. There were a few times during that where I was like, wow, I feel awful. I'm going to quit. But then you get over it. You just muscle through it. And by the end of the weekend, I was like, really wasn't that hard. I love pizza. Probably my favorite food. I like pickles, which is kind of a weird thing that not a lot of people like, but I really like it. If you've never tried a fried pickle, you got to get on that. They're good. Cereal. If you are a cereal lover, as I'm a cereal lover, and first of all, what's your favorite cereal? What's your go-to? Drop it in the comments. I think my favorite overall is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But I also, I like Captain Crunch. I like Life. Emily really got me onto Cinnamon Life, which is kind of like the healthy version of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I hope it's healthy. I think it's healthy. Yeah, I see these emojis over here with the pizza, the donut, the fries. Is that a steak and a pickle and a pretzel? Not a big steak guy. I'll eat it. Not my favorite thing. But donuts, oh. I think donuts are probably my dessert of choice. I've made countless videos about donuts. You can go check those out if you want. Sports. I like sports. I like all kinds of sports. I'm not that into watching sports. I do like watching football, but I don't like the whole game. Honestly, the last quarter and a half is enough for me to be like, yeah, sports. Go Dak Prescott. That's my boy, Dak. That's my team. I'm a Cowboys fan. Don't unsubscribe just because of that. I know that I'm walking on eggshells with that. A lot of people hate the Cowboys. They're like, anybody, I'm a fan of this and anybody but the Cowboys. Yeah. Sorry. Runs in my family. Can't disrespect family. I like to play volleyball. That's kind of been my sport growing up. I like to climb, but I haven't done it much. But I've always been a climber. I liked climbing trees. I like climbing rocks. I liked climbing everything. Climbing on my dad's back, whatever. I just like climbing. I'm not that good at it. I'm not gonna lie. I've climbed with some pretty good people, but I'm not a climber. I mean, I am a climber. I'm not that good at climbing. Do I watch boxing? Oh, you're an Eagles fan. I respect it. I like a lot of guys. Well, maybe not a lot of guys on the Eagles, but I respect you. Do I watch boxing? I don't watch boxing, but I do watch mixed martial arts sometimes. Generally, I'm not going to pay for the pay-per-view. That is steep, but I enjoy the entertainment. I like the skill of it. Conor McGregor is just so fun to watch. I liked Georges St. Pierre. He retired. Um, Sometimes I wish there wasn't so much drama in it. I kind of wish they'd just let the sport be the sport and not like have all this extra drama. Um, I have watched boxing one time, like like a big event. I might have watched the Pacquiao fight with Mayweather. I'm not sure. Not really my thing. You just started doing boxing. That's cool. All right. So a funny story about this, and then I'll go back to my favorite things. Um, when I was in college, I decided I want to do some martial arts. I want to do them. But I was like, I looked them up. I did a ton of research. I was like, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. That's what I want to do. So I found a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu place. There's actually a close one in Carlisle, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And I looked it up. I did a bunch of research, and I was like, but I need a job. I can't afford it. So I got a job, and then once I had a job, I didn't have any time to do any martial arts. So it never happened. And now I'm 25 and I get like cramps and like my back hurts. So it's probably not going to happen at this point in my life. Um, I wouldn't say tape is necessarily one of my favorite things, but I have a whole bunch here. So apparently I kind of like tape. I got painter's tape. I got gorilla tape. I got more painter's tape. I got medical tape. I got hockey tape. I got masking tape. I do like tape, but just so you guys know, I thought masking tape and painter's tape were the same thing, and they're not. So just, whoa, this fits in perfect. I had no idea that was going to be so perfect. Yeah, so don't make that mistake. Other things that are my favorite. Oh, yes. I got to tell you about this. Cast iron skillets, okay? If you aren't in the cast iron game, then you're missing out, and I just like lost my respect for you. My boy Tanner was telling me about these a long time ago, and he was using them, and like he was all about them, and he was gonna buy them and make them. He was gonna like buy junky ones and make them nice ones. Well, I didn't believe him. Believe him. Believe the hype. This thing is so anti-stick once you season it, and I could go on, but get yourself one of these. Yeah, they're like really heavy, like but they're worth their weight in cast iron. So get it. My favorite color is orange because it's the best color. But something that I recently realized is that my like video color scheme is black and red. I just own tons of black and red stuff, black and red flannel, black and red headphones, black and red cast iron skillet, black and red backpack, black and red tripod, black and red gimbal, black and red GoPro. I didn't try, but all of a sudden I just had a ton of black and red stuff. So that's kind of like, I guess, my color scheme. Whatever. Yeah. I don't have a ton of cast iron skillets. I just have this one and then one like little fondue pot. But yeah, it's all I need. I only need one. Do I like coffee? I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate coffee. Like, I love the smell of it, but I just think it tastes so bad. I have had some like iced coffees that I've liked, which are like 90% sugar, 10% coffee, but coffee's not my favorite. In fact, it's not even one of my likes. I don't like coffee. Sorry. Um, but something I am open to, something I'd like to do is I've heard that I don't like coffee because I haven't had the right coffee. I don't think that's true, but I'd be willing to try the right coffee, um, and maybe I would like it. Again, I don't actually believe that would happen, but I'm open to it. Uh, Money, is that one of my favorite things? I mean, I like what money can do. Um, can't say it's one of my favorite things, but coffee costs a lot of money. So if you like coffee, you can't really like money. Um, what are some of my other favorite things? I like technology, but also it kind of scares me. But going off that, I think my favorite car is a Tesla, which is just so much technology packed into a little car. And that's my favorite car. That's my dream car. Kind of need a lot of money, and you'd obviously have to have a place to charge it. Yeah, that's not happening in my life anytime soon, or anytime maybe. But they are so awesome. They're my favorite car. Rubik's cubes. I do have two Rubik's cubes here. This one's solved. This one's not. I knew how to solve them about 6 months ago, and I totally don't remember how. Sorry. Um, my favorite watch. That's tough. I mean, I have dreams again of owning a Rolex. Uh, not going to happen unless somebody dies and gives it to me. But nobody in my family has a Rolex, so yeah, that's not going to happen. I have a Fossil watch that's broken. It's been broken for a while. The buzzer in it doesn't work, so like it's a smartwatch. But when I get a text, it doesn't go off, and I just don't know. Uh, what type of phone do I have? I have the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, I think. Pretty sure it's an 8. It's the model after the year that it blew up in everybody's pocket. So I'm glad this doesn't blow up in people's pocket. Yeah, it used to be like a nice phone. Then I decided to take it out of its case and drop it. Your friend has a Rolex? That's nuts. I cannot imagine. Is he like a is he an adult? Is he a kid? Like how is he in a situation where he has a Rolex? Um yeah, but 14-year-old with a Rolex? Wow. Wow. When I was 14, if someone would have given me a Rolex, I would have lost it. Like 100%. I used to lose and forget everything. So I'm glad nobody trusted me with that responsibility. So I have a Samsung, but that doesn't make it my favorite. I think there's kind of a few issues with this. I don't know if I'll go back to Samsung. I'm thinking about switching to Apple. It kind of just makes sense in my life. It hurts me to even say it, but I don't know. Do you guys like Apple? Do you not? Let me know. I'm going to wrap this up here in 1 minute. If anyone has any final things, he's got the big bucks. You have to have the big bucks to have a rollie. Um, yeah. So thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to some of my favorite things. Yeah, Apple is the worst. I kind of agree, but I just think it would make my life better. Um, these are some of my favorite things. It's a waste of money. Wow. You guys are not making me feel good about switching to Apple, but I might do it. I need that airdrop. I need that compatibility. But hey, maybe not. Maybe I won't. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for being here. You're my favorite. You are some of my favorites. I appreciate everyone that watches it, but that's the end of the stream. Peace.